Darren, not the most exciting game, but a great finale, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got to be honest. You can imagine the nervousness, the tension, the anxiety when you go a goal down after you've had a lot of the ball. I felt we didn't have enough quality again. That's the second game running where I think you've had two teams get every player behind the ball. I think the pitch has played a bit of a part. When you're getting the ball out your feet, you're trying to find your last pass or your last shot. The ball's like bobbling, but we've got to adjust to that. But I think the most pleasing thing is we're through to the next round.
And Charlie Binns going from villain to hero in one afternoon?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant, with what we've had to deal with in terms of team selection leading up to the game this week. It's been very tough. So Harvey's wife's pregnant at the moment, so he's been, on edge in terms of having his phone. So Charlie came in today, and I thought, apart from the mistake, he's performed exceptionally well. So it's nice when a squad player comes in and takes the shirt and performs like he did.
And are you good at watching penalty shootouts, or do you dread them?
I think the most important thing for me is making sure the players make good contact with the ball and they don't change their mind, because it is a pressure moment. Having said that, I thought the lads executed and made contact with the ball really well.
Had you talked beforehand who might take them?
Yeah, and Martin's done a great job on that in terms of set plays. We had to double check to make sure our list was right with the players' list, and then it was just about order. And Brad Ash wanted to finish the game off, which is, huge amount of bravery to be able to do that when you don't know what the score is going to be. So yeah, he did plan that.
And leading up to this game, I mean, you had some changes in personnel and you had a lot of people out this afternoon or not available to you. What's your thinking about that situation looking ahead?
I've got to be honest, I've had it in my previous club. When you bring in loan players, which a club rely on, there is a big potential that you could lose them. Obviously, the disappointing thing is we've had like two players that are cup tied, and we've had to adjust to that. Next week, we've got a whole week to be able to make sure we bring in reinforcements. Obviously, Danny, I had to manage Danny today because I didn't want to take any chances there, but fair play to Bracknell. We knew how tough it was going to be because obviously the game that you had against them last year. So it's nice to have a different outcome because it could have been completely different. The lads kept going. I thought Rainsy done a fantastic job up front, by the way. I need to think about that moving forward because I thought he was exceptional, dealing with the aerial duels, flicking the ball on.
Well, there's not many positions he hasn't played in, is he? He's
No,
been goalkeeper, he's been forward, defender, midfielder.
Yeah. So the biggest thing for me is my second time in management with this group of players in a cup tie. We all know what happened in the FA Cup, and I wanted the players to change the story and start to create a bit of a different reputation than we get knocked out all the time. So that was the most important thing today to take out of the game.
And I know we talked before about losses to lower league sides and City's history with that. Do you think today lays one or two ghosts to rest?
Yeah, it has to. For me personally, knowing that the players can do it. I did use the Wimborne game in terms of motivation, but the players kept going. It's never easy. They're always tricky ties, and all the teams below raised their game for this moment. I understand, like some supporter was yelling at me after the game, and quite rightly so. I wanted to take him into the office after and share a beer with him because it was one of those games where it was frustrating, it was stressful, and we didn't find enough quality to be able to get shots off to make it entertaining for the supporters. So I apologised to him, and but the main thing is we are through to the next round.
And for that next round, you're £3,000 richer. Anybody else you fancy playing in particular?
Not really. I think we'll just wait to see what the draw brings.
Not a club beginning with Y?
Possibly. It'll be good for the supporters and not too far, only down the road. We see it as a local derby, so yeah, you never know.
Well, thank you, Darren, for this afternoon and a great result. Thanks.
Thank you.